Gavril withdraws his tongue back into his mouth. Why didn't you eat it like a normal person? Apples are so hard to chew, it's easier this way. What about the banana? You want to watch me eat a banana? I'm a little curious. What? Warning, this game includes loud sounds, strong language, death scenes, and a jump scare. Viewer discretion is advised. So, hello all you cool creatures. I'm Cryptid. Welcome to the Cryptid Plays YouTube channel. And even though I started off with the warning, as you can see, we are playing Gavril, which I think is the right way to pronounce it. It's a Romanian name. I believe the character is supposed to be Romanian. But I'm sure maybe some of you have seen other people playing it around the internet. But I figured that it was my turn to feed this goopy man some cheese. So, if you are not familiar with this game, what it is about is that you wake up to the sound of someone in your house. And if it had been a pet or a sibling, you could have gone back to sleep, but you live alone, so you had better check it out. I am playing this on the web version. I've never done that before with a game, so hopefully it runs okay. But with all of my rambling out of the way, let's get started. Alright, I have entered my name as Cryptid, just so you know. I'm having a wacky time with this web version of the game. You wake up to a loud crash downstairs. Sounds like something broke. If you could blame this on a pet or a sibling, that would be great, and you could go right back to sleep. Unfortunately, you live entirely alone. You have no choice but to check it out. I do, actually. Go back to sleep. Because that is absolutely not what I would do, but still. It's probably nothing. You close your eyes and doze off. You don't wake up again. Ending 1. Instant death. Let's go downstairs. You climb out of bed with your phone and fetch the baseball bat out of your closet for good measure. You make your way downstairs, pretty confident in your ability to maneuver through the house in the dark. I'm not that confident in it, but let's pretend. But the minute your foot touches the bottom of the stairs, you find it stuck in something. No matter how much you pull, something around your shoe only pulls back. You're scared to put your other foot down, and you're unable to walk any further to turn the living room lights on. Don't move. Stay silent. If you don't move, nothing will happen, right? Nothing will notice you. At least, that's what you hoped. You don't move a muscle, but it feels like something else is. Whatever was under your shoe was creeping around and over it, and moving further up, slithering around your leg, torso, arms. You swear under your breath and accidentally drop your bat to flail your arms, trying to shake off whatever was on you. It only persists, however, spreading further until it covers every surface inch of your body. By the time your brain successfully registers you are in real danger, the unknown substance covers your mouth and drowns out your screams. Oddly enough, you don't feel any pain. You can't feel anything. Everything is numb. You eventually lose consciousness. Ending 1. Instant death. Well. Say something? Hey, whoever's out there, get the hell out. Please? There is a moment of silence after you, kinda stupidly, called out to whoever or whatever could be in your house. The silence is broken by a chuckle heard not so far away from you, only confirming your worst fear. Oh dear. Well, we know what happens if we don't move, so let's use our phone's flashlight. You hold your phone in front of you and activate the flashlight, illuminating your surroundings. You weren't sure what you were expecting, but... Oh my gosh. I don't know how to pronounce that. I believe it's Romanian slang for like, oh dear. Let's see if I can manage this. Alu. Let's hope I got it. If not, I apologize. Sorry to any Romanians watching. That is indeed a whole-ass man in front of you. You notice whatever you were stepping on retreat and crawl away from you. You take the opportunity to swing the bat right for his head. The man collapses. He wakes back up in the dining room. I'm alive. He seems pleasantly surprised. You weren't exactly looking to commit manslaughter, but if you swung any harder and at the right spot, you might have. Fortunately for him, you are more curious for answers than anything. You may just have to live with the concussion for a bit. You observe him silently as he takes his time to fully wake up and process the predicament he's in. He struggles to move where he is, thanks to the zip ties around his wrists. You must really want to talk to me. Are you lonely? What the hell are you talking about? No. You took the time to tie me up, didn't you? If I didn't, you would still be doing God knows what in my house. But I am still in your house. This guy sucks. Why haven't I called the cops yet? You fiddle with your phone on your lap, hoping the stranger doesn't notice. You're going to call the cops, aren't you? I'm surprised you hadn't already. You really are lonely. God, he just keeps on talking. You look down at your phone as you're so close to dialing 911. So close. But if you did, you wouldn't be able to find out what's wrong with this guy, why he's in your house, of all places. So you put the phone down. Wise decision, my friend. I guess I can't call you my friend yet if I don't know your name. If this stranger was going to entertain your questions, you figure the last thing you should do is make him upset. It's cryptid. Well, cryptid, I'm Gavril. I would love to shake your hand right now, but, well, I don't think I want to touch your hand after seeing all that nasty stuff around you. Or from you? You shudder at the idea of that stuff being inside him. Oh, don't mind all that. It's hard to explain what it is, really, but you don't have to worry about it for as long as I am satisfied. Promise. This is pretty ominous, but I don't have to worry about that because you're tied up, right? I think we have to worry about that regardless. That is true. I guess I can still show you what it is even in this uncomfortable position. Show you? You shake your head. No, that's not necessary. You don't have to show me that goopy stuff again. Just tell me about it. What is it? I already told you I don't know how to describe it. Here, just watch closely. God, these are both bad. Watch. You look frantically around the room, unsure of what to immediately expect, and then you realize. You look under the table and at your feet, only to see that pitch-black mass crawling towards you. It slides under your shoes and curls around them, and then up your legs. You begin to kick at them in a panic, and attempt to get up from your seat, but you're stuck. Stop! Get it away from me! How are you doing that? I think you know what to do to make it stop. No, you can't let him scare you like this. You grab for your phone and immediately dial 911. You continue to kick at the mass in the process. Hello? Police? Please help. There's an intruder in my house. You were so focused on the phone and on the black sludge making its way up your body, you don't even notice Gavril right next to you, snatching the phone out of your hand. He's out of his restraints? He hangs up the phone call and drops the phone onto the floor. I am pretty sure the cops would still come, but he'll probably be gone by the time they get there. How did you? You will find out soon. What? You look down at yourself, shocked to see the black mass has covered most of your body now, having reached your torso and creeping towards your neck. You try to move, but to your shock, you have lost all feeling in your limbs. It was hard to tell where they began or ended while coated like this. Everything felt numb. You're paralyzed, watching yourself slowly consumed by the substance. What is happening to me? You're helping it grow, cryptid. I guess this is another way to satisfy me. Or rather, it. Every cryptic explanation out of Gavril makes you want to puke. You can't seem to feel your stomach anymore anyway. The mass reaches your face and continues to cover every surface inch of your head, muffling your pleas and obscuring your view of Gavril. The feeling is suffocating, and you figure with the last moments of consciousness that you are no longer yourself. Ending 2, Delayed Fate. Let's go back here for a second. Are you satisfied right now? You have a feeling you know the answer to this already. It would be more satisfying if you untied me. This position is very uncomfortable. No, don't. Call the cops now. Yeah, let me just get some scissors in the other room. I'll be right back. Other room. Cryptid, there are already scissors in this room. I can see them right there. Oh. You're right. Let me get those then. Your heart is pounding. You did not think that through. Wait, why are you so nervous? It's not like you can do anything tied up like that. You're perfectly safe. Aren't you? You take a deep breath and get up, or try to anyway. Your feet can't move. Wait, hold on. You look under the table at your feet only to see that pitch black mass crawl towards you. It slides under your shoes and curls around them and then up your legs. You begin to kick at them in a panic and attempt to get up from your seat, but you're stuck. What the hell, man? I'm trying to get the scissors. How are you doing that? Stop! I think you know what to do to make it stop. Okay, yeah, this is the same. So that was our delayed fate again. I kind of want to see what happens if we say maybe to being lonely. Ah, so you are. Well, I'm here to keep you company. If you untie me, I'm sure I can reward your honesty. Not happening. That's too bad. People say I give amazing hugs. Are hugs the reward? I don't think I want that. There's only one way for you to find out. This guy sucks. Why haven't I called the cops yet? You fiddle with your phone on your lap, hoping the stranger doesn't notice. Okay, so this goes back to that. Let me try the other choice real quick. What kind of reward? There's only one way for you to find out. Alright. God, he just keeps on talking. You look down at your phone as you're so close to dialing 911. So close. But if you did, you wouldn't be able to find out what's wrong with this guy. Why he's in your house, of all places. So you put the phone down. Wise decision, my friend. Alright. Are you satisfied right now? You have a feeling you know the answer to this already. It would be more unsatisfying if you untied me. This position is very uncomfortable. We know what happens when we call the cops, so let's untie him. This is for the best, you hope. You won't regret this. You hope even harder. You reluctantly get up to grab a pair of scissors and cut the zip tie around Gavril's wrists. He immediately stretches his arms above his head and takes off his hood to fully reveal his face. He looks much less menacing like this. Oh, so much better. Thank you, Cryptid. If it's a chat you want, it's a chat you'll get. Cool. Okay. I mostly just need to know, why did you break into my house? A friend led me here. We're both pretty hungry, so he might have smelled something good. I don't know where he's run off to, now that I think about it. Wait, there's more of you? It's not comforting to know your house is a potential buffet. Oh, he and I are nothing alike. For one, he is a rat. A rat. You are friends with a rat. Wait, I remember you had a tail, just like a rat. What are you talking about? He takes a moment to process what you might mean. Oh, you mean my... That's not a tail. It's more like a third arm. Why was he blushing? Not that there's anything wrong with tails or rats having tails. I want to be nice, but it's really weird, honestly. Why do you need a third arm? Makes it easier to steal food, no? Actually, let's hold on and let's see what happens when we say it looks nice. Hey, don't worry, it's a nice look on you. Oh, thank you. It does make stealing food easier. Okay, it does come back to this. Yeah, you're not taking anything from my fridge. Especially not after you broke that vase. You don't seem like someone who can pay that back. But I haven't eaten all day. You said you'd keep me satisfied. And you promised you wouldn't be any trouble if I untied you, which I did. So stop complaining. You untie me and leave me hungry. Are you sure about that, Cryptid? Huh? The more you think about it, you suppose the implications aren't exactly in your favor. Well, you're not a cannibal, right? No, I would not label myself as that. Frick, he is one. Gavril seems to read your mind as he watches you slowly get out of your seat. Ending 3, Ravenous. Well, I guess we have to say, you don't have to steal anything. Look, I'll get you something to eat. Maybe save some for your friend too, wherever he is. You are too kind, Cryptid. I feel like cheese is the correct answer, but... fruit. This guy clearly needs nutrients. You head to the fridge to take out a bowl of fruit and set it on the table in front of Gavril. He holds the apple in his hand and... Whoa, what the frick? Ah, that's quite a tongue. His tongue lolls out to lather it in the same black stuff that has been tormenting your curiosity all this time. It's such a gross sight, but you can't seem to look away. You watch the goo entirely coat the apple, and in a matter of seconds, it's gone. Gavril withdraws his tongue back into his mouth. Why didn't you eat it like a normal person? Apples are so hard to chew, it's easier this way. What about the banana? You want to watch me eat a banana? I'm a little curious. What? Never mind. Anyway, you actually use the black slime to eat things? Gavril only grins back, answering your question. The only thing you can think about is how you were stepping on that stuff not too long ago. You could end up just like that apple. Oh, and in some endings, we most certainly did. How does it work? Is it like acidic? No. I don't think it melts things exactly, but it kind of works like that. It's so hard to explain. I'm not a scientist, but my cousin is practically one, so I'm sure he would know. He is very smart. I'm assuming your family doesn't know about all this yet? Family is a strong word. It isn't a strong word. That's literally what cousins are. Not in good standing with them, huh? I can see why. I don't think that's your business. Alright, I'm gonna go back and feed him the cheese. Cheese! He is friends with a rat, although I don't believe rats actually like cheese. I think it smells a little strong for them most of the time, but still. You head to the fridge to take out a plate of cheese and set it on the table in front of Gavril. He immediately lunges for it to dig in. Oh, I love cheese. How did you know? Just a hunch. In an instant, the cheese is gone. He really was starving. That is a cute smile. Oh my god, he looks so happy. I forgot to save some for my friend. It's okay. If I see him around, I'll give him some too. You're not sure if you really mean that. So, why are you breaking into homes for food? By the sounds of it, you might be the lonely one here, considering who he's friends with. Can you blame me? I'm a hungry guy with no money. There are so many ways to get a free meal that isn't just stealing from someone's fridge. I prefer to do it the fun way. Well, tonight wasn't fun for you, was it? Getting tied up and all? No, it was still fun. I got cheese after all. You've made me very happy, Cryptid. Well, isn't that nice? Still, a feeling nags at you that you are incredibly lucky to be in this position unharmed. So, all that slimy stuff, do you control it, or... Yes, it's been so useful to me, but it's hard to say if it's a tool or a friend sometimes. Pity that this guy has such a warped perception of friendship. For a moment, you entertain the idea to unironically be his friend, before you quickly snap yourself back to rationality. So, does it keep you company? Can you communicate with it? I'm not sure, honestly. It's not easy to tell if it can feel anything but hunger. Wait, what? Okay. I'm gonna go back real quick. Going back here because I feel like giving him the cheese has taken us down a very sweet route, but I want to see what happens in the fruit route, if that's... sounds weird, but okay. You literally broke into my house. You're a felon. Of course your family doesn't like you. You aren't making chatting very fun. That is what you wanted to do, yes? Look, I just don't see why I have to cater to you when you're the one trespassing on my property. Because you are afraid of me. Yes, I am scared to death that you can eat me with your goop thing. I don't think I can learn anything more about that from you. So how about you leave, all right? Peacefully. We both have what we want. Now go. That's fair. Hey, Gorand? I will have to look that up. He gets up from the table and slowly makes his way to the front door. You breathe a sigh of relief. The hell is over. For a moment anyway, before you black out from the swing of a baseball bat. You wake up to discover your wallet missing and your fridge raided of food. Ending 4, robbed. Alright, okay then, sorry, you're right. So all that slimy stuff, do you control it, or... Yes, it's been so useful to me, but it's hard to say if it's a tool or a friend sometimes. Pity that this guy has such a warped perception of friendship. For a moment you entertain the idea to unironically be his friend, before you quickly snap yourself back to rationality. So, does it keep you company? Can you communicate with it? I'm not sure, honestly. It's not easy to tell if it can feel anything but hunger. Wait, what? Cryptid, I have to go soon. I have a lot of traveling left to do, but I don't mind that I made a pit stop here for cheese. Alright, I won't keep you any longer. Gavril gets up and makes his way to the front door. You watch him with an uneasy expression, but you suppose he has no reason to stay and continue to intimidate you. La revedere, Cryptid. Maybe we will cross paths again in the future. I wouldn't count on it. You nervously wave goodbye and breathe a sigh of relief, knowing the hell will be soon over. You're shocked you're even still alive. Best of all, you can finally go back to sleep. Ending 5 spared. So I went back to get basically all of the nicest choices, and I think this has changed something. So, why are you breaking into homes for food? By the sounds of it, you might be the lonely one here, considering who he's friends with. Maybe I am. As much as I love my rat friends, it does feel nicer to talk to an actual person that won't run away. Like you. I feel like I can really call you my friend now. Are you sure about that? We just met. And you broke into my house. Maybe it was fate that led me here to meet you. You even knew my favorite food. This is getting kind of weird. You tied this man to a chair not too long ago, didn't you? I mean, sure, maybe it's thrilling to be tied to a chair by a stranger or something. Let's go with no way at first. You're being irrational, Gavril. You may be right. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just so happy right now. Well, isn't that nice? Still, a feeling nags at you that you are incredibly lucky to be in this position unharmed. We are spared again, but let us say maybe to him instead. This is getting kind of weird. You tied this man to a chair not too long ago, didn't you? Alright, so maybe. Huh, maybe you're right. It has been kinda nice just chatting like this. Even with how scary this whole situation has been. We're both lonely, I guess. We don't have to be lonely anymore. And I could get to eat cheese every day. You're starting to wonder if this is about you or about the food. Are you saying you want to stay here? Gavril, I don't want a roommate. What about more than just roommates? Oh. Let me get to know you first, then maybe. As in, not roommates. You said you liked my tail. So I thought... Oh, poor guy. Oh, he did have a nice tail though. But no, Gavril, I didn't mean it like that. Let's reject the poor fella first. You may be right. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just so happy right now. Well, isn't that nice? Alright, let's give him a chance to be not roommates. Just don't break into my house anymore, alright? I don't think I would be able to anyway. I have so much traveling to do, but long distance is fine with you, right? What the hell are you getting yourself into? Gavril takes a slip of paper and a pen out of his coat to scribble something down. He slides the paper to you. Here's my number. You should call or text me or send pictures anytime you like. I'm always available, I promise. You slowly nod your head, not quite processing how quickly this was happening. This man was as lonely as it gets. And considering his friendship values, you doubt his perception of romance is any better? Do you, have any hobbies outside of larceny? Oh, I can play guitar. I wish I brought it with me so I can play something for you right now. You can send recordings later. And I'm quite good at playing games such as tag and hide and sneak. Noted. I am so happy, Cryptid. I know I have to go soon, but I am so glad to have met you. even if it meant tying me to a chair. Well, you seem to kind of like that too, possibly. Gavril hops out of his seat and prances towards the front door. Love was clearly in the air. So long, darling. Bonus ending? Love? But wait, there's more! Oh my god, click the cheese to feed Gavril. I don't know how long this can go on, but I'm gonna keep going. And Sobalan. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but his rat friend, look, he's so cute. Alright. I think I'm done. That was cute. Did I get all of the endings? That was Gavril. I will start off by saying, yes, I did get all of the endings. My brain just sometimes gets a little jumbled when I make a lot of choices. I had to go back and kind of look and be like, okay, yeah, I did get that ending. Honestly, though, I was quite excited to get a chance to play through this visual novel. I had noticed a few playthroughs from YouTubers that I am familiar with pop up on my homepage, and I've seen art by the creator and fans on Twitter, so needless to say, I really ended up wanting to give the cute goopy man some cheese too. Now, I'm sure it's somewhat obvious by now, but I'm a sucker for weird goopy men. Plus, I love horror games that have a romance type route that sort of subverts the rest of the horror. And you know, if anyone likes monster characters, that is definitely a desirable addition to the rest of the creepy stuff. But before I gush too much about just how much I liked Gavril the character, I want to talk about what I thought of the game. The start of the story was fairly simple in that there is an intruder in your home, but the fact that the intruder turns out to be a hungry person who happens to not be fully human is where the story took a more interesting turn. The game was definitely goofy, but the idea of what Gavril can do and does do to the player character is really a bit unnerving. Gavril's ability or entity or whatever it is has the potential to make for a creepy horror monster. Not to mention that we don't even see the actual deaths, but the description of them is enough to imagine just how awful that fate would be. It's not painful according to the description, but it isn't exactly nice to think about whether it happens to be an end by suffocation or being dissolved and going into oblivion. But you know, it was interesting. I honestly did love that we were made to use our imaginations when it came to the player character's death too. I loved even more that to avoid such a fate, we did have to actively offer him food. The fact that being kind enough to offer food leads to 3 different ending branches was also really fun. If we still acted rude to him, he robs us, and if we're kind, he either spares us or feels some form of love for us. Not to mention that the different scenes and endings were a lot of fun to get because we get to see the different sides of Gavril and different CGs, so it was fun to see him being more or less menacing depending on what happened. Which brings me back to talking about the character Gavril. His personality was delightful. It was fun that he was overall a friendly character, but could be actively malicious if we didn't comply, which definitely amped up his creep factor a bit because he honestly had no right to be that way. But he also didn't think what he was doing was all that wrong. And I mean, we did hit him with a baseball bat, but he was an intruder, so all he was driven by was hunger, which sort of made me feel bad for him, but only to an extent. However, when he was nice, he was a really rather adorable person, even with a twisted sense of affection and what friendship is. The way he reacted and spoke with the player gave his personality layers. Gavril is just an overall fun character, with a bit of an air of a mystery about him, in spite of being a goopy man who's friends with a rat. Like, how did he come across that goop? Was he born with it? Is it fused to him? I hope that eventually we get some answers to that, since the developer has said on their page that we will see more of him. But beyond rambling about that, and beyond his personality, Gavril's design was definitely pleasing to look at. He was very expressive, and I loved that we could always see a bit of the goop on him. Yes, I am just going to keep calling it goop. It's either that or slime. It was a nice touch. Plus, with the hoodie on, he had an air of mystery about him. I just enjoyed that aesthetic. I think the only thing that I was frustrated with during the game was having to play the in-browser version to get the jump scare to load, because the jump scare was apparently a WebM file, which works with HTML5, but this is probably more of a me problem, since I do believe you can download programs to be able to play those kinds of files properly on the computer. I just don't have those programs, so I played it in the browser. The game ran fairly well otherwise, though. The only issue I ended up having was when I went to enter my name / my character's name, it left the full screen mode, but otherwise it ran very well. It was a good gaming experience. You know, I was satisfied. And overall, this was just a fun, somewhat cheesy horror visual novel. Pun a little bit intended. I am definitely also looking forward to the developer's next games, which will take place in the same universe as this one. And they do also have animated shorts on their YouTube, which take place in the same universe / world. So I will link their YouTube down below in the description if you want to check them out. But these shorts are rated 17+, so please be advised they do have swearing and violence in them. I did check them out though. I thought they were a lot of fun. And I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you liked this video. And if you did like it, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of me, please subscribe if you haven't already. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and sometimes extras and shorts randomly throughout the week. I also stream on Twitch on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Fridays are usually twice a month, but they have been known to be more, and sometimes less. And I hope to see you all next time. Bye!